Welcome to today's episode, where we explore a bold question shaping the future of medicine. What if we could predict the outcome of a clinical trial before it even begins? Could we dramatically shorten the time it takes to bring new drugs to patients? That's exactly the challenge NETRI is tackling. But first, let's understand the problem.
And it's a massive one. Today, nearly 90% of clinical trials fail, and about half of those failures are due to lack of efficacy. A big reason? Preclinical models, especially animal testing, often don't reflect how the human body actually responds.
Exactly. This mismatch creates a huge gap between early research and real patient outcomes. The result? Years of development, billions of dollars invested, and ultimately, treatments that never make it to market. It's a slow, costly, and inefficient system.
That's where NETRI comes in with a radically different approach. Instead of relying on animal models, they use human neurons as living sensors to capture how drugs truly interact with the human nervous system.
At the core of this innovation is their technology platform, NeoBento, a standardized 96-well device that isolates neural networks and records their responses to compounds. These responses create what NETRI calls digital signatures.
And those signatures are incredibly powerful. Using artificial intelligence, NETRI analyzes them and compares them to a growing reference library of known compounds on the market or that failed in clinical trials. This allows them to predict whether a drug will be effective or potentially toxic before it even enters clinical trials. So instead of waiting years for trial results, researchers can make early, data-driven decisions. That could significantly reduce failure rates and accelerate the entire drug development timeline. And the impact goes beyond speed. By identifying risks like neurotoxicity or immune reactions earlier, NETRI is also improving preclinical safety and target identification. That aligns directly with global health goals, especially improving patient well-being and advancing innovation in healthcare systems. Looking ahead, there's also the potential for personalized medicine. Imagine testing how a specific patient's cells respond to a treatment before prescribing it. That's a major shift toward truly individualized care. To scale this vision, NETRI is working closely with pharmaceutical companies, validating its technology across multiple sites. Collaboration is key here, not just for credibility with regulators like the FDA and EMA, but also to ensure reproducibility and industry-wide adoption. And behind the scenes, platforms like 3D Experience play a crucial role. They support everything from manufacturing processes to managing the massive digital libraries of compound signatures that power NETRI's predictive models. It's a great example of how biology, AI, and engineering can come together into one cohesive system, making drug development more efficient, scalable, and reliable. So the big question remains, can we truly predict clinical outcomes before trials begin? NETRI believes we can, and if they're right, it could transform how we discover, test, and deliver new treatments. It's an ambitious vision, but one with enormous potential. Faster development, fewer failures, safer drugs, and ultimately, quicker access for patients who need them most. That's all for today's episode. Thanks for listening as we explored how NETRI is reshaping the future of drug development.